Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're making Japanese souffle fluffy pancakes. Usually I'm not in the kitchen because my family's always down here, but for some reason I woke up at like 6 today, so I went on a walk. And you know what? I'm gonna make breakfast for my family. I've never done this before, so we're gonna see how it turns out. The recipe I'm using is from justonecookbook.com. First of all, I'm using 6, I think these are large eggs, probably not, but I'm using 6 eggs and I'm going to separate the yolks from the whites. So this is super fun. I already washed my hands, so don't worry. Oh, shit. Oh, frick, I need something to put it on. Okay, don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. There's no shell, so, right. 1. There might be shell in this one. The recipe only accounts for 3 pancakes, and I'm cooking for a family of 4. So I'm going to triple the recipe. Second. Shoot. Oh my god, I almost popped the yolk. That's 3. Listen, if you're a professional chef, don't come for me because I barely cook. I only cook breakfast for my family sometimes. And sometimes I help my boyfriend make dinner. That's it. But even then, it's just like cutting up shit for him or mixing stuff or watching the pot. That's 4, 5. I should have opened the trash can before I started this. There we go, that's 6. All right, let me wash my hands again. And now we're going to put the egg whites into the freezer and we're going to use it for a meringue later. And now we have to add milk and vanilla to the egg yolks and whisk it until it's thick and frothy. 1.5 tablespoons of whole milk. So that is, what's 1.5 times 3? 4.5 tablespoons of whole milk. So I don't know where the full tablespoon is, but this is a half. So we need 4.5 tablespoons, and then if that's 9 of these, I'm pretty sure. 1. We're gonna say that's 3, 8, 9. Oh, okay, well that's a little much. I'm a good cook, you guys. Oh, 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extra. I'm not even gonna measure it. I'm just gonna. That seems like 1/4, yeah. Whisk until thick and frothy. I'm gonna pop all the yolks first. What does thick and frothy look like? Can y'all see this? That looks thick and frothy to me, right? And now I have to sift in flour and baking powder into the bowl. How much flour? 1/4 of a cup of flour times 3, that's 3/4 cup. I'm out of breath. This is boring. While I'm doing this, you guys want to hear a funny story about eggs from when I was younger? So when I was younger, I was really insecure about like my appearance, as every kid is. I think I was watching like Michelle Phan. She did an egg mask. Hi honey. She used egg whites as a mask. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just take an egg from the fridge. But obviously I wasn't gonna tell my mom about it because she would yell at me for wasting an egg. So I did it in secret. I cracked an egg into a cup and took it up to my room. And then I used the egg whites as a face mask. I washed it off. I was gonna wait until nighttime to take the egg, like the rest of the egg, into the kitchen, but I didn't want my mom to find out. So I put it in like my little kitchen playset. And then I forgot about the egg for months. And for months it sat in my little play kitchen and it started to smell, and my mom was like, okay, something smells like really bad in your room. And I was like, well, I don't know what it is, like I don't remember what I keep up there. And so like I cleaned out my entire room and then I went into my kitchen playset and there it was, the egg, and it smelled so bad, and I just washed it out in the bathroom because I didn't want my mom to find out. And I just told her that the thing that was smelling was like an old container that had cupcakes in it that I brought to my grandma's house one time. She believed it. She still doesn't know. Sorry mom if you're watching this. Okay, that's 3. That's 3. Oh wait, come on. Close. Oh. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Do I have to sift this too? Okay. Oh wait, I need 3 of them. Duh. Oh my god. Almost caught me slipping there. My face is itchy. Face is itchy. Face is itchy. Okay. Whisk to combine thoroughly, but do not overmix. What does overmixing look like? I'm just going to do it slowly. Like, it's like lumpy. Should I keep mixing? Watch this turn out terribly. I don't have high hopes for this. I don't think it's gonna turn out right. Okay, well, there it is. Apparently, we were supposed to leave the egg whites in the freezer for 15 minutes, but I don't know if it's been 15 minutes yet. Well, we've only been recording for 17 minutes, so I'm going to give it like another, let's do 7 minutes. Yeah, okay. Be back in 7 minutes. Okay, I forgot to keep track of the time, but I measured out everything that I need and I got everything I need. So I have 6 tablespoons of sugar, my half-frozen egg whites, and my little mixer, my electric mixer. It's probably gonna be loud, so I can't talk while I'm doing it, but what we're basically gonna do is just gonna start beating it. We're going to add the sugar when the mixture turns like a pale frothy kind of thing. We just gotta beat it until there's stiff peaks, you know? Just gonna start off slow.
A few moments later.
Okay, it's pale and frothy now, and I'm going to add 1/3 of the sugar.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I totally just didn't whip it everywhere. Ugh, this is taking forever.
1 hour later.
My arm hurts.
6.5 hours later.
I don't know if I did this right. I don't think I did this right. Uh-oh.
15 minutes later.
Okay, it's getting firmer, so I'm gonna keep mixing until it's done. It's taking forever.
The next morning.
It's been forever, but I think I finally reached stiff peaks. Can you see that? What? Look at that! I think that's a stiff peak. I think they're stiff peaks. Okay. Take 1/3 of the mixture and fold it in here. Surprisingly, my entire family isn't awake yet. Okay, that looks like 1/3. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I think I made way too much, actually. Does anyone want to come over and eat some souffle pancakes? Okay, I'm gonna stop mixing so that it doesn't deflate. There it is, and it should be jiggly. Cool, I'm excited. Okay, now I'm gonna set up the pan. Okay, so basically what I did is I took a little serving tablespoon and I just scooped it into there, and I could fit 4 into my pan. They're pretty big, but I don't think I stacked them high enough. And then I just put a tablespoon of water in like 4 empty spaces so that it can steam. And then I'm setting a timer for 6 minutes. Here, we'll take a little peek. Just a little one. And the stove is set to low right now. Okay, here they are after steaming for 6 minutes. They're really big. I'm gonna flip them over really quick. Yeah, so they're not very pretty. Look how ugly they are. They're like burned. Oh man. Put the second batch in. I kind of made them a little bit smaller, and I'm going to add a scoop onto them in a second. Here are the uglies. They don't look good at all. Here, hold on, let me bring it into the light a little bit more. They're so ugly. They are pretty fluffy though, I guess. I don't know. They just like, they deflated a little bit. That's sad. I'm a terrible cook. I just pulled out the last batch. I have 2 more pancakes in the pan, but I'm gonna show you how these ones look. Don't really go off of what the recipe says for the cook times. Just go off like how you usually cook your pancakes, because my stove is a little wonky, it's a little strong, and it got burnt a little bit, but these ones are sort of okay. This one's kind of good, and they taste pretty good. I have just enough over here to top these ones off and make them taller. I also made a little pancake for my cat right there. These ones turned out a lot better, actually. I like that one. Here are my 3 best pancakes. Aren't they Well, there's something. They're pretty nice. I mean, this one's burnt. Just don't like look at it. If you like maybe like that. They're not very jiggly, but they're soft and they're thick. So I think that's something. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to cook eggs and breakfast. I'm going to cook eggs and sausage to complete the breakfast, and yeah, and I'll eat breakfast with my family. They're pretty sweet, pretty nice, not jiggly. Would I do this again? No, it took way too long, and I could have just used like some pre-pancake mix. So this was kind of unnecessary, but it was fun to do for one time. Follow me on Instagram at sab.grey and Twitter at sabgdrey. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.